Alrighty. We are here. Just finding my screen. Good morning, guys. Who we got out there this morning? Jump into the comments. Morning, Jewel Helen. Morning, guys. Time for some midweek yoga. So this morning, Trishy, we're going to start in child's pose. Cultivate a little courage this morning. Allowing ourselves to move, to breathe, to try and just find some of that strength within that I know we all have. So are you ready to do it? So let's pop on down. Let's start in child's pose. See you on the mat, guys. So with those big toes together, knees nice and wide, let's extend those arms out in front. Again, as you're extending arms out in front, spread those fingers nice and wide. Gently gazing towards the top edge of your mat and feel the spread of those fingers. And then the pads of those fingertips gently just plug down into your mat. And then as they do, start to let the chest and forehead rest down to the floor. So feeling a little bit more activity in those arms as you come down to child's pose this morning. So reaching those arms forward, spreading all fingers, gentle grip of the talons of the fingertips to the mat. And then just feeling the tailbone pull back behind you. Think about the length, the traction you want to create through the spine into the waist. So here in this shape, let's find the breath to take you a little deeper. So full breath in through the nose. All the way out through the mouth. Let's go 3 more like this. All the way out. 2 more. Once more. And just finding a natural breath. Feeling the palms of your hands here now plug down to your mat. So not just the talons of the fingertips, but feel the palms of your hands plugging down. Feel the connection. Allow yourself to draw from the grounding qualities of the earth beneath you. 1 more breath in. All the way out. As we roll through to all fours. As you come through to all fours, slide those knees to hip distance apart. Take a moment, let's just gently rock forward and back. Keep the spread of those fingers. So allow the hands to find a nice big shape here. As you're sinking forward or coming forward, just feel the weight come into the knuckles of those hands. And maybe just checking in, does one hand feel like it's taking a little more than the other? Just try and find your center here. And then as those shoulders stack above the hips, let's stir the pot, take the hips over to the right, down to the heels, over to the left. So in this clockwise direction, nice big circles. And then as you arrive back through center, take them to the left, down and around. And then you'll start to slowly come back through center. So as you come back through center, take a moment to bring the knees just a little bit closer to one another, pushing that floor away. Just lift, if you can, with the toes pointed, lift your left shin from the floor without cramping. Toes are pointed, gently lift that left shin and lower. Now lifting the right shin, toes are pointed, keep pressing the floor away through those hands, arms along, belly to spine. And lower. Once more left, pulling that heel towards your buttocks. And then release the right, pulling that heel towards your buttocks, pressing that floor away. And now if you can both, again, toes are pointed, pushing that floor away, belly to spine. And then again here, keep the shins lifted, but just point and flex those ankles. Point and flex, point and flex. So allow yourselves here to point and flex. And now add some circles with those ankles or those feet. So just drawing some circles. Keeping the shins lifted, reverse. And now pointing the toes, pushing the floor away. Draw the belly in. Let's flex the feet. Land the toes. Hover your knees, hold. Belly pulls to spine. Gaze steady. Find your breath. 3, 2. Lift those hips. Downward facing dog 1. And again, as you downward dog, you might like to keep the legs straight and just pedal out those heels. So again, as we're pumping the heels towards the floor, the legs are staying straight. So you're getting some movement, some articulation up through the pelvis where it meets the sacrum, into the lower back. So the legs are straight. You're just pumping the heels, alternating from left to right. Full breath in. All the way out. Walk those feet towards your hands. Feet at hip distance apart. Soften the knees. We roll up. Take those arms wide and high and lock the thumbs above your head. Inhale. Side stretch to the right. Exhale. Inhale back through center. Take it to the left. Inhale back through center. Hands to the small of the back. Interlace the fingers. Lift the chest. Lift the chin. Hang out here for a moment. Feel the feet press firmly to the earth. Broaden through the collarbones. Find your inhale. Bend the knees, bow forward. Exhale. As the top of the head falls heavy, those hands lift high. Give yourself a moment here. Really reach those hands up, stretch through those shoulders. And then release the hands to the floor. Slowly roll back up through the spines. Let's take those arms wide and high once more. Inhale. Take the right hand to the top of your upper back. So place the fingertips between the shoulder blades and then take the left hand to catch that right elbow. So again, long line through that right side of the body. Find your inhale. And then side stretch to the left. Hang out here. Continue with the breath. Through center, inhale, release the arms. Give the shoulders a little roll. And then when you're ready, arms wide and high. Inhale. Take the left hand to reach behind between the shoulder blades. Right hand to catch the left elbow. Find your inhale. And then side stretch towards the right. Exhale. Hang out here. Lengthen that left tricep, side body. Your inhale. Bow through center, release the arms and exhale. Both arms wide and high. Inhale. Hands to the small of your back, interlace the fingers. Exhale. Lift the chest, lift the chin. Inhale. Bend the knees, bow forward, hands lift high, head dips low. Exhale. And the breath. Full breath in, all the way out. Release those hands to the floor. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine, lengthen the legs, arms along, gently looking forward. If the fingertips need to come back to the shins, bring them to the shins. Take a moment here. Gentle gaze to the floor in front. Feel the feet pressing to the earth. Find your inhale. Soften the knees, hands to heart, chair pose, lift your chest, exhale. So here in this shape, feet hip distance apart, knees stay behind the toes, tailbones tucked under. Gaze is steady, palms pressing to heart center. Just resting here. Feel the feet pressing evenly to the earth. Soften the shoulders, soften the gaze. Cultivating that beautiful, powerful strength with an ease and effortless. Sink into those heels. Find your inhale. Hands to the earth, legs long. Exhale. Soften the knees, roll up through the spine to arms wide and high. Lock those thumbs, inhale. Side stretch to the right. Exhale. Inhale back through center, take it to the left. Inhale back through center, hands to the small of your back. Interlace the fingers, lift the chest, lift the chin, inhale. Bend the knees, bow forward, head pulls heavy, hands lift high. Exhale. Again, feeling the feet connecting to the earth. Feeling the hands lift high. As you take your inhale, release the hands halfway, lift, exhale. Lengthen the arms and legs, spine long, fingertips can come back to the shins, gazing gently forward, finding the breath. And your inhale. Soften the knees, hands to heart, chest lifts, chair pose, exhale. Wrap that corset around your waist, the bandha is on. As you gently tip the weight into your left foot, hover the right foot from the floor. Keeping the thighs as they are, just pull that heel towards your buttocks and point the toes. So you're just flexing the knee a little more deeply, if available to you, otherwise just hover the right foot. Keep the gaze steady. And then land the right foot back to the floor. Zip up those bellies, lean the weight into the right foot, hover the left foot, option to stay in the hover. Now you're not moving where the thigh is, you're just deepening the flexion of the knee, pointing the toes, pulling the heel towards the buttocks. Gaze, stay steady, find your breath. As you flex the foot, land the left foot back to the floor. When you're ready, Tadasana, inhale. Arms press, we fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High plank, exhale. Pivot forward, lower through chaturanga. Up dog or baby cobra, inhale. To downward facing dog, exhale. Pick up the heels, lower the knees to the floor, unravel the toes, cat and cow, sink the belly and chest, pull the heart through, inhale. Tuck the tail, round out the spine, exhale. Inhale, sink, pull that heart through. Exhale, round, tuck that chin. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Back to all fours, neutral spine, pick up the heels or shins from the floor, toes are pointed, pressing that floor away. Again, just allowing your belly to stay pulling towards the spine, Uddiyana Bandha is on. Shins are lifted, toes are pointed, pressing the floor away through the palms of the hands. Find your inhale. Flex your feet, land your toes, hover your knees, exhale. Find your inhale. Lift the hips to the sky, downward facing dog, exhale. Walk the feet towards the top of the mat. Feet your distance apart, knees soft, we roll up. Arms wide and high, palms pressed, Uttanasana chair, sink your feet. Sink into the strength of those feet. Sink into the groundedness here. Tailbone is tucked, chest is lifted, Uddiyana Bandha on, shoulders relax. Conserve your energy, use it where you need. Allow yourself to find where it is in your body you need that strength now. Gaze is steady. As we gently tip the weight into the left foot, hover the right foot from the floor. Option to hover or now bend the knee, point the toes back behind you. Keep the thighs in line with one another, gaze is steady. And when you're ready, gently, mindfully guide that left leg all the way back. Land your foot, low lunge, stay low. Hands stay resting at heart center. Gaze is steady. Find your breath. Take your inhale. Land the right knee. Exhale. Unravel the toes. Arms sweep wide and high. Inhale. Sink those hips, bend the elbows, open your heart. Exhale. Find your breath. Lift the torso tall, arms to the sky, inhale. Lock the thumbs and take that side stretch to the left. Exhale. Come back through center, inhale, land your hands to frame the front foot, exhale. We're pivoting, keep the back knee on the floor, lift the shin, so toes are pointed, lifting that right shin, to now pivot the right shin back behind you, so the toes will point to the left. Windmill right arm up, so you're in a kneeling warrior two. Tailbone is tucked, reach out those fingertips. As we reach that front arm forward, flip the palm, reverse by either taking the hand to your right hip, left arm overhead, or some of you might find the floor behind you. Reaching that left arm, keep the front knee lunging. Enjoy, inhale. To windmill the hands back to frame the front foot, pivot the back shin, back to low lunge, exhale. Take a moment here, enjoy, inhale. Tuck the toes, lift the back knee, hands to heart, low lunge, drive the weight back into that front foot, belly pulls to spine, gaze is steady. Find your inhale. With gentle control, the right foot steps back to the top of your mat. Exhale, Utkatasana. Gaze is steady, feet land to the floor. As we rinse, Tadasana, inhale. Palms press, bow forward, exhale. Halfway lift, hang out here, fingers to the floor, or the shins. Take a moment here. Belly to spine, gazing gently forward. Find your inhale. Utkatasana, bend the knees, sink the hips, hands to heart. Exhale. Draw that belly in. Grounding the right foot firmly to the floor, we hover the left foot from the mat. Keep your gaze steady. As you then have the option to flex the knee more deeply, pulling the heel towards your buttocks and pointing the toes. Keeping the thighs lined up with one another. Keep the right foot pressing firmly to the earth. Gaze is steady, find your inhale. And with control, you take the left leg back, low lunge. Drive the weight down towards the earth. Zip up through those bellies, keep the hands at your heart. Gaze is steady. Again, allow yourself to use your energy resources right here, right now, where you need it. Don't inhale. Lower the left knee. Exhale. Unravel the back toes. Arms wide and high. Inhale. Sink the hips, bend the elbows, open the chest and heart. Exhale. Torso tall, arms to the sky. Inhale. Lock the thumbs, side stretch to the right. Exhale. Inhale back through center, frame out the front foot. So as you frame out the front foot, sinking down through those hips, again lifting the left shin from the floor. Toes are pointed. Find your breath. As you now pivot the left toes back behind you, so towards the right, and then windmill that left arm up and around. So you're in a kneeling warrior two. Reach out through those fingertips. Keep the tailbone tucked under. As we reach the front arm forward, inhale, flip the palm. Left hand can either come to the hip as you reverse your warrior here, or guide the left fingertips to the floor. Keep the front knee lunging. Keep the right chest open. Find your breath. Find your inhale. Windmill the hands back to low lunge, pivot the back shin. And full breath in. All the way out. Tuck the toes, low lunge. So as you lift the back knee, bring those hands back to the heart and drive that front foot firmly to the earth. So as you bring the awareness to the front foot, pressing firmly to the earth, your right thigh will flex, the hamstring will engage. Belly is on, gaze is steady. As you drive that right foot firmly to the floor, gently float the left leg back to Utkatasana chair. Left foot meets the right top of the mat. Gaze steady. As we rinse, Tadasana, inhale. Palms press, we Uttasana, fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant the hands and step the feet back, high plank. To pivot forward, lower through chaturanga with control to up dog or baby cobra, your choice. To downward facing dog. Heels are down, hips up, full breath in. All the way out. Pick up the heels, roll through high plank. Steady here. As you find your high plank, shoulders stack above those wrists. We're going to lower the knees just directly to the floor. Keep the shoulders stacked. Draw the belly to spine as you lift the feet. Toes are pointed. So again, those shins are lifted. Toes are pointed. Belly to spine. Keeping the shins lifted ever so gently. Pivot the creases of the elbows forward to bend the elbows. Lower through chaturanga, we hover and hold. To straighten the arms, press back up. Again, control, guys. Slow and steady. Bend the elbows, lower the chest to hover and straighten the arms, press back up. Keep the belly pulling to the spine, bend the elbows, lower the chest, let it hover. Straighten the arms, keep it controlled. Once more, bend the elbows, hover the chest. Straighten the arms, flex the feet, lower the toes, lift the knees, downward facing dog. Full breath in, all the way out. Walk the feet towards the hands, feet hip distance apart, knees soft, we roll up. Take those arms wide and high, inhale. Palms press, Uttanasana chair, sink your feet. Exhale. Keep that belly pulling to the spine. Keep that gaze steady. Again, allow the weight to come down into the feet. Take your time, work out where you need the awareness to be to cultivate that beautiful, inner, powerful strength with this effortlessness, this ease. To drive the weight into the left foot, hover the right foot from the floor. Again, pulling the heel towards the buttocks, point the toes back behind you. Keep the gaze steady, find your inhale. Guide the right foot back, low lunge, that right foot. Again, allow the hips to sink. Keep the hands at heart. Again, slight tuck of the chin. Have these eyes with dristy, like a piercing focus on something out there in front. Find your inhale. To just gently lean the chest forward, arms become wings now. Again, have this sense of broadening the collarbones. Driving that left foot back to the floor. Gaze is steady. Find your inhale. Windmill that right arm up and around, warrior two. Exhale. So as you land the back heel, tuck that tailbone under, reach up through those fingertips. Soften the gaze. I know you're feeling it in that front thigh now. Let's reach front arm forward, flip the palm, reverse your warrior. In. Windmill those hands to the earth, high plank, left foot steps back. Exhale. As we slowly pivot forward, lower through chaturanga to hover and hold. Hover and hold for 3, for 2, and 1. The body rest. Take the right hand to support your head, the left hand to catch that left foot, pulling the heel towards your buttocks. Find your breath, feel the heartbeat in your belly, feel that pulse. Really allowing yourselves to align and connect with that beautiful rhythmic pulse that is your life force. Feel it in your belly against the floor here. As you gently release the left foot, take the hands back to the side of the chest, tuck the toes, push the floor away, high plank to lift the hips down, facing dog. We walk the feet towards the hands, feet hip distance apart, knees soft, we roll up. Arms wide and high, inhale. Utkatasana chair, hands to heart, sink your seat, exhale. Draw that belly in and up. Relax through the shoulders. Again, slight tuck of the chin. Feel like you've got these little beam-like eyes. Your drishti resting out there in front. As you hover the weight into that right foot, lifting the left foot from the floor. Again, if you can practice pulling the heel to the buttocks, pointing the toes. Feel the right foot standing firmly to the earth. Feel the drishti or focus settle on something out in front as you guide that left foot all the way back to a low lunge. Again, with your low lunge, sink the weight down. Draw the belly in. Feel the front foot press firmly to the floor. Keep that gaze steady. Find your inhale. Lever the chest forward, arms become wings, broaden the collarbones, exhale. Again, slight tuck of the chin, back of the neck is long, front foot stamping firmly to the earth. Change your inhale. Windmill left arm forward, up and around, warrior two. Exhale. Tuck that tailbone under, reach up through those fingertips. Gaze is steady. Find your breath. Reaching the front arm forward, flip the palm, let's reverse to a warrior. Left hand travels down. Find your inhale. And windmill those hands to frame front foot, high plank, exhale. As you find high plank, we pivot forward, we lower through Chaturanga Dandasana to hover from the floor. Hover and hold 3, 2, and land the body to the floor. To unravel the toes, take the left hand to support your head, right hand to catch that right foot, pulling the heel towards the buttocks. Find the breath. Observe that rhythmic pulse in your belly. Breathe. And then when you're ready, let's take that left hand back beside you, catching your left foot as well as the right here. So bending both knees, catching the feet, belly to spine. Press the feet into the hands, hands into the feet as you lift the thighs and feel the chest open. As you gently release, child's pose. Hands to the side of the chest. Push your bottom back, extended child's pose, knees are wide. That forehead. Down to the floor. Full breath in. All the way out. Walk those hands over to the left, big stretch out to the left. Back through center, over to the right. Big stretch out on the left. And then slowly come back through center. As you do, roll through to all fours, bring those knees, again, hip distance apart. Spread the fingers and push that floor away. As you take the left arm forward, right leg will kick back. Again, keep the front of the right hip facing the floor. With the option to stay as you are, or now bend that knee, toes are pointed, sweep the left arm back behind you, catch the right foot, press the hand into foot, foot into hand. Explore that ever so. Small baby back bend. As you gently release, left knee to the floor, left hand to the floor. Take a moment, reset. Right arm forward, left leg back, toes are pointed, front of left hip facing the floor. Bend the left knee, toes are pointed. Sweep the right hand back behind you, catch the left foot, press hand into foot, foot into hand. Gently release, left shin to the floor, right hand back to the mat. When you're ready, tuck the toes, inhale. Peel the hips. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Take a moment, we're going to walk the hands to the back of your mat. So towards your feet, dangle here. Option to dangle, option to ragdoll. The hip falls heavy. Find your breath. Release, soften those knees, roll up through the spines. Arms wide and high, inhale. Arms press, bow forward, exhale. Walk the hands forward to the top of your mat, high plank. Shoulders stack above those wrists. We pivot forward, lower through chaturanga, hover and hold with me if you can. Chest lowers towards the floor, hold 3, 2, lower the chest to the floor on 1. Unravel the toes, keep the hands where they are. Baby cobra, pull that up through. Exhale. Once more, in. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, child's pose. Push your bottoms to your heels. Full breath in. All the way out. Slowly roll through all fours with the toes tucked, hover the knees. And with the knees hovering, see if you can step the feet forward, one leg at a time, or one foot at a time, one big step into Malasana. So left foot to the outside edge of the mat, right foot to the outside edge of the mat, sink the seat, hands to home. Again, as that bottom rests between those heels. The heels are on your mat, the balls of the toes are off your mat. Palms are together, elbows are pressing the knees wide, and your neck is long. Chest is lifted. Gaze is steady. Option to shut down the eyes. Find your breath. As those hands return to the floor, lift those hips to the sky. Head falls heavy. Full breath in. All the way out. Walk the feet back to parallel. Soften the knees and roll up through the spines. Arms wide and high. Inhale. Hands to your heart. Take a moment, stay standing. Again, here in standing, some of you might like to rest the eyes closed as we take 3 audible breaths. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. 2 more. Once more. Just take a moment to be here in the stillness of your body, observing the body. Find your inhale. Let it go, exhale. Peel the eyes open. Arms wide and high, inhale. Uttanasana chair, sink your seat. Exhale. Lean the weight into the left foot, hover the right foot from the floor. Pull the heel towards your buttocks and point those toes. Keep the gaze steady. Warrior 3, toes point back through space, arms reach forward, almost feel like you are an astronaut in space, moving slowly and with control. So those fingers reach forward, the toes point back. Find your inhale. Standing balance, hands come to your heart, right knee lifts, exhale. Land your right foot to the floor. Feet hip distance apart. Find your inhale. Utkatasana, sink your seat. Exhale. Lean the weight into the right foot, follow the left foot from the floor. Pull the heel towards your buttocks and point those toes. Again, with this beautiful, almost slow motion control. Toes push back behind you, warrior three. Arms reach out in front. Gaze steady. With this feeling of there is enough for all of us here. Standing balance, left knee comes to chest, hands come back to arms. And left foot. We rinse. Arms up, inhale. Palms press, we fold, exhale. Half lift. High plank. Low with control, hover and hold. 3, 2, upward facing 1, downward facing dog. Full breath in, all the way out. Walk the feet to the top of your mat, feet cross, sit your bottoms down, slowly lower back to your backs. As you come back to your backs, take a moment, butterfly pose. Soles of the feet come together, knees rest wide. Letting that back body take a moment, shoulder blades rest, arms rest, head rests. Full breath in, all the way out. To slowly bring those knees together, feet hip distance apart, bridge, tilt the pelvis, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips from the floor, slide the hands beneath you, interlace the fingers, roll onto the backs of the shoulders and arms, have that sense again of broadening the collarbones. Again, once you arrive here, sometimes it's nice, shut down the eyes, as the feet press to the earth, hips press to the side, chin away from the chest. And then you'll start to slowly lower those hips back to the floor. Take a moment, give yourself a squeeze, hug behind those thighs. And rock from side to side. And when you're ready, one more little back bend, option to come back to bridge, option to find your fish. You're taking fish, legs long, toes pointed. Place the palms beneath the hips, wriggle onto the backs of the shoulders and arms, bend the elbows, lift the chest, top of the head overs. And as that chin comes back towards your chest, lower. And the nose back to the floor. Last little squeeze, give yourself a hug, those hips. Remove the hands and behind the thighs, little rock side to side. As you hug the top behind the thighs, take a moment once more to circle those ankles. Little point and flex of those ankles. And then when you're ready, let's release those legs back to the floor. Shavasana. The pose to where we surrender, to where we rest, to where we lay down what was, what is, what will be. Practice surrender. As one hand might come to your heart, one hand might come to your belly. with that beautiful feeling that there is enough for everyone. Allow yourself today to maybe elevate your caring over competing. This beautiful, powerful, courageous woman, man that you are here now. May you elevate those beautiful qualities of caring today over competing. There is enough for everyone. Maybe a beautiful mantra for you today is seek to bless, not impress. Seek to bless, not impress. Full breath in, all the way out. And then in your own time, gently roll to your preferred side, taking a little moment on your side. And then when you're ready, you'll start to slowly press your way to seated. As you find your comfortable seat, hands might rest on the knees, palms face down. As the hips nestle down to the earth, the crown of the head extends to the sky. Again, just give yourself that moment here now as you return to upright. So as palms come together at heart center, let's bow the beautiful intelligence of the mind to the wisdom of the heart. I seek to bless, not impress. As the light in me honors and sees the beautiful light shining in and from you all, have a wonderful day. Namaste. Coming from your practice when you're ready. Morning, Shazzy. Morning, Michelle. Have a wonderful day, guys. I will see some of you tomorrow. Let me know how you went. 1, with your balancing. 2, with that beautiful, magnificent, powerful control floating through space. Blessings from yoga. Have a wonderful Wednesday, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, friends.